Yo guys, welcome to Views on the 6th. Yes, so what we've done is, since we always do the Premier League prediction show, we decided to, figure out a name and make 2 shows a week just because there's been massive support on the channel for everybody. And you know what? We have to do a preview show and a prediction show. So this is just going to be the new setup of the show. Shout out to all the people who've been supporting the channel. Big up to AK, Hussam, Dabs, my guy Alan, all the way in the hospital, help coming through. And of course, Mojo is always here. But just before we get started, we have to get started with what happened last show. Everybody laughed at my guy Hussam, but this is what he had to say.
Then we're doing a title card. So, title card this Saturday. Tottenham Hotspur and those useless chicken pricks. Gonna pull up that. Don't push me. Don't forget, remove me. Tottenham Hotspur and these useless chickens gonna pull up to the Etihad, park the shit out of the bus, leave Kane and Son at the halfway line. They're gonna score 2 goals on the counter attack. Adama Traore style. It's gonna be, and then Manchester.
So that was it. And you know what happened? The rest, I don't even have to say it anymore. I'm just gonna let you guys take it away.
Before we kick off, before Hussam kicks off, I'd like to make a request. As normal, I think the Club World Cup champions should be at the bottom together because that's where we belong. So can you just, Alan, you're my guy, but can we just rearrange this real quick, Igal, please? Thank you. Lovely stuff.
I'll go in the middle. There we go. So yeah, let's chat. What do you guys say?
It's only right. It's only right that I start this. I just want to say, big up everyone. You get me. As always, I'm a visionary.
You're on mute. You're on mute, Dabs. You're on mute.
Thank God.
Is it only right?
Why
is it only right?
Dabs, can I have my moment? Can I have?
Is this your moment?
No. Let him have it. Let him have it, guys.
Second place. Have your moment.
Let me go. Fuck it.
It's not even been 2 minutes, Dabs. Come on, man.
I just want to say I'm a visionary. You get me? I predicted this. In the famous words of Nigel Farage, you all laughed at me, but you're not laughing now, are you? So I predicted this. I said they're going to leave Kane and Son at the halfway line. They left them at the halfway line. I said Tottenham Hotspur are going to beat Manchester City. And I said the title charge starts. They didn't want to listen. Now they have to listen. Because if we beat Leeds this Wednesday, the difference is going to be 3 points. Now, if 3 points is not a title race, then I don't know what the hell a title race is. I'm a visionary. I'm a visionary.
Right, so hold on. We've been doing this show for a few weeks now, yeah? We've had this debate. We've had this debate. I started this debate about the title race not being over, and you agreed. So how all of a sudden now you're like, the title race is... Bro, we've said this for weeks.
Hey, look. Let's be honest. Though. We were laughing at Hussam. Like, Hussam, we were saying to him, we were all laughing. We were all laughing at him, saying that what he was doing was shameless and it was not necessary. And guess what, guys? He was right. He almost predicted it to a complete team, bro.
So, Mo, I'm going to have to disagree with you there. I completely agree with Hussam from the first minute. I said he was talking absolute facts. I believed in Tottenham 100%. What happened?
Alan, that is a lie. Let me run this one more time.
We're doing a title card. So, title card start this Saturday. Tottenham Hotspur and those useless
Alan shaking his head.
Gonna pull up that. Don't forget, remove me. Tottenham Hotspur.
You shaked your head.
He wasn't agreeing.
You wanted nothing to do with it.
I can tell you word for word what Alan said as well.
I was shaking in disbelief. I was shaking in disbelief how ballsy Hussam was coming out saying it. Just what I was thinking. I completely agree with him.
So we're just gonna be shameless today. This is what we're doing.
Is this what we're doing now, guys? Yeah. Okay, cool.
Listen, we want to talk about...
This is what Alan said word for word. So, Hussam, you're telling me that 15 championship players, as you refer to them, are going to pull up to the Etihad and get 3 points? That's what he said, word for word. Suddenly, you want to join in. Listen, you can join in, you get me, because you're a Spurs fan, but I'm the only one who made that prediction. And I said it, and it happened, brothers. So, you get me. It is what it is. This is life. Hussam is a visionary. We make these predictions and they come true.
AK, you want to talk about shameless, yeah? Right? So, for weeks, possibly months, I've been saying to Hussam, come on, get me on your channel, bro. Get me on your channel. Nothing. Nothing. Right?
Don't tell me he showed you.
Bro, this morning he's like, yo, let's do a title race. like show. I was like, cool, bro. You know what? If you want to be
I
shameless
love
like
it.
that,
I
like,
love
cool,
it.
I
man.
rate it. It's so
love it.
shameless. I rate it, bro.
Yeah, let's just stop
But
it.
they don't
Bring it
watch
back.
City. They don't watch
Bring
what
it
we're
back.
doing,
Bring
apparently.
it back 1 second. Shout out to
Yeah,
my
yeah.
guy Alan coming here, even though in unprecedented circumstances,
Yep.
you're in the hospital. But hopefully you do get better. And big up to Sohan for giving you a shout out also.
Pretty good stuff's going.
But yeah, tell us how you're doing,
big
Alan.
up,
Tell us
Alan.
how you're doing, Alan. How's everything?
Yeah, I'm not too bad.
Just a quick disclaimer: he's high off morphine right now, so just don't.
Don't know what you're on about. No, it's still good.
I can't tell in your voice, Alan.
Alan, this is your moment. Don't bottle it.
No, in pain, but not too bad. Not too bad. It's getting there, so we'll see. Got another scan tomorrow, so yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, no disclaimer at all. I'm not high on anything. I don't know what you were talking about, AK.
I don't know why your screen just went blank, but like you can barely see you now.
Oh, the tenor lights out.
No, you're good. You're good. We can still see you.
No, it's all good, man. You can literally be shameless all you want the whole stream, bro.
Bro,
well,
Yeah.
You're allowed to be fair. Oh, listen, Alan, I said it the other week. Same energy in person, innit, bro?
okay, so
Indeed,
guys,
always.
since there's nowhere else to begin but the Man City game, we're gonna begin with the Man City game. And I have to say it right now. Harry Kane and these guys did well, but I'm gonna just say it right now. I really do believe Tottenham, what they did against Man City is not sustainable against the rest of the league. They're
No
not
one's
gonna
going to
Come on,
win.
you cannot do this. Hey, girl, woo! No, we're not having this.
Guys,
No, wallahi,
your
this Arsenal fan in you
bias
needs to
thing.
stop, bro.
No. Let me
No
just
one
say
gives
what I
a
have
fuck
to
about
say, and then
Tottenham,
you guys
man.
can continue.
Okay.
I personally do believe Harry Kane and these guys did well. I was surprised with how good their signing looked. What's his name? Kulusevski. The other signing they had didn't adjust well, but you know what? Big credit to Antonio Conte because he put pressure on them with the interview that he made, and they delivered. So shout out to them for that. But I don't know if it's sustainable for the rest of the season. I still question Tottenham. But the biggest talking point out of this game is not Tottenham. Big up to Tottenham.
Thank you. Finally.
The biggest point of this game is Manchester City dropping points, now making the title race back to what it is. Liverpool and Man City now have that gap has now been closer. And you know what? Liverpool play Man City next, I'm pretty sure.
April.
No. It's in April.
No, after Leeds, don't you play Man City very soon?
No, it's April.
No. It's in
April,
There's
bro.
still 6
My
games
bad.
to go.
My bad. So with
I know Arsenal aren't involved in the title race, so you might not be looking that high.
let me just digress and bring this back down to earth. Hussam, what are you saying? Is the title race back on now? And people in the comment section, I want to know, on or off? Put it in the comment section right now. Let me
I'm gonna make it very clear. I from the start have said that we still are in a title race when we were 13 points behind, but people laughed. People said delusional Liverpool fans. I said it. I said we're gonna have to continue winning, and if City drop points, we have to be there. They dropped points against Southampton. They dropped points now against what's their name? Tottenham Hotspur yesterday, and it was beautiful to see. It was beautiful. Joao Cancelo, 13% crossing accuracy. Some people might not be good at math, so let me just help the guys out. Basically, that means if Cancelo attempted 100 crosses, 87 of them would have hit Tottenham Hotspur players instead. You get that's the numbers right there. Big up Kevin De Bruyne as well, dropped a stinker in the game. Ruben Diaz, Kane took him to the candy shop. It was bad, like it was actually really bad. If anyone ever mentions City's defense, Ederson in goal as well. There's about 15 keepers that would have saved Ederson.
You know what? It's mad. Listen, people that are watching this, when you finish watching this, go and watch Sam's title race thing, yeah? The brother wasn't moving like this on there. He's moving.
It's changing it. The energy's changed.
It's different. There are 5 options here.
Premier League in the last 30
There are 5
years,
options here. There are 5 options. The
Carry
only
on.
guy who isn't my op is Alan. That's literally it. But anyway, so you get me, like City. The thing is, the problem is, now listen, all jokes aside, Ederson, we've had conversations about him before. We've said Ederson for City's system is incredible. He's good at distribution. He's De Bruyne in goal. We understand. But as a goalkeeper, saving shots, there are many goalkeepers in world football who are better than him. And this is the thing. So, like, listen, a few of these City players, you get me? We might have to start questioning a few of them. However, listen, now going into the next 6 games, I want to put my neck on the line right now and say Manchester United are going to pull up to the Etihad and they're going to win AK is gonna do exactly what Alan did pre-Spurs,
That's exactly
and then post-United. No, listen to me, AK. Post-United, don't you dare come on here and celebrate if you beat Manchester City. Don't you dare. And try to do like Alan and go like, oh, I said it all along.
Listen, I will say it now.
Right now.
I will say it now, right here. Manchester United versus Manchester City is never a foregone conclusion. I don't care what anyone says.
Scoring a hat-trick.
We could be however bad we want to be. They could be however good. We could be however good. They could be however bad. It's never, ever a game that's done before it kicks off. So on the day, absolutely anything can happen.
And like I said, Hussam, as I completely agree with the Tottenham prediction, I also agree with your Man United prediction fully. It's going to happen. So, yeah, completely agree with that. Also, Igal, we're not going to set up like that every game. It was just to accommodate Man City because they are that good. And that's how you get a result against Man City and win and celebrate a win, not celebrate a defeat like you guys did to Man City.
Ooh. I wasn't ready for that one. I wasn't ready for that one right there.
No, that's very fair. I get it. Well, let's continue.
Man, this stuff's moving good.
Hey, I can't lie. That was deserved. That was deserved.
You deserved it.
Igal, have you ever done a double over? Have you ever done a double over City, Igal?
Of course we have numerous.
As in, okay. So sorry. Since 2010, have you done a double over City?
Can we get back to the game quickly?
Harry Kane. No, we don't want to get back to the game. Answer the question.
Okay, Alan, you can tell us what happened in the game then, since it's your team.
Okay, I'll let you answer AK's question first. I'll let you go for that first. You answer AK's and then we'll go back to that.
I honestly do not remember the last time we did the double over City personally.
Interesting. Thank you.
Right, now I'll answer. Harry Kane showed up. Harry Kane showed up in the big game and dominated it. We only had like 20% possession, 28%, but he absolutely bossed the game. He's passing, shows exactly what he can do. I know, obviously, I've always said Lewandowski's a better striker, but Harry Kane's got everything else over Lewandowski. Just some of the passing, right and left footed. He was taking Man City to school, and he scored 2 goals. He probably could have had about 4 or 5. The one that Edson saved, the offside goal as well. It was just an amazing performance from him. And finally, he's showing up this season, and I'm all happy for it. So, I'll be if he finishes the season with 20 goals and more performances like that and gets us 4th, then for me, he's vindicated himself from what happened earlier on the season. If he doesn't, then he can still go in the summer.
Okay, I just need to remove this thing because it's covering AK's face. I didn't realize that. Sorry.
How dare it?
Dabs, what happened to your team? Dabs, what happened to your team?
You know what? So
first, I want to know.
Go on. Questions. I'm good with questions. Better with questions.
Okay, what do you think about the penalty you guys got? Do you think that was deserved?
Yeah, that was a handball for me.
That's a penalty. Yeah.
Let's do the juicy questions, man. What's with these press conference questions? What I want to know, Daps, is how mad are you that you did not bring in Harry Kane because you lot had 40?
No. I still don't want Harry Kane.
One sec. You lot had
bring
40
it back
something.
From the slide, Egal. Bring it
you
back.
lot had 40 something crosses into the box, Daps. And
that was bullshit yesterday. Don't know why
you needed Harry Kane in there. He would have slotted those away. How are you crossing the ball to Sterling and Mahrez and Silva?
No, I agree.
They're
but my whole thing is look. If clearly, by the way, Hussam is changing up personalities for different podcasts. Yeah, what we're doing right now.
I'm not changing up. I'm the same guy, bro. I'm the same guy. Don't do this stuff.
People
don't do this whole changing up. I don't change. I never change. I'm the same guy.
Very respectful.
No. That's not beef. Brother, I don't change. Don't do this. Don't play this game. I don't change for anyone.
Mad respect.
I'm the same guy. I'm the same guy everywhere.
You must be a Sagittarius or whichever one, a Gemini, whichever one's
I'm Taurus, not a Sagittarius.
Now you want to do the smoke.
Dabs. Let's bring in star sense into this.
The question was more how you felt when you lost.
AK asked you a question and you're turning on me. I don't know why.
No.
Are you feeling the pressure already?
My question was very simple, man. If you would have brought in Harry Kane, those 44 crosses, at least 2 of them would have got converted. That's what Harry Kane does.
So, 100%. But against Liverpool earlier in the season, will we have got a point there with Harry Kane? This is my whole thing. We need a striker. We need a plan B. I'm never deny that. But we do not like Harry Kane too old. I don't want that. Fuck Harry Kane, especially after celebrating. How I felt, Vex, you know what? I'm a big Brook fan, very, very big Kell Brook fan. Even Kell Brook bullying Khan the whole fight didn't really put that much of a smile on me. I was vexed. I'm mad vexed still now, deep down, because Tottenham, We've dropped 10 points this season to Tottenham and Southampton, right? Imagine that.
Beautiful.
Right? And to be frank with you, it was just a case of our players didn't look up for it. Like we're wasteful up front. Cancelo, poor. Walker, poor. Diaz to blame for the first. Rodri, poor. Foden, missing for a minute. Sterling, I don't want to not Sterling because we all know Sterling has these off and on games. But we just... And look, I don't want to be a sport brat, but of course I'm pissed off. We've fucking popped the league wide open to these fuckers. Like...
Dabs, this is a yes or no question. This is a yes or no question.
You changed your energy from the earlier show, though. You told me you're happy with
this is my third show this evening. Come on.
You changed your energy from the earlier show. Clearly, you're different for different podcasts.
Yeah,
because I meet energy with energy. Your energy is different, so my energy is different.
That's what I'm saying.
Genuine question, bro. Genuine question. Do you still tip yourselves as favorites to win the league, or are you just saying, you know what? One game at a time. You taking that approach?
All right. So let me put it this way. The one thing I've always said, is that if we went into the game against Liverpool 5 points clear, then I'm confident we will win the league. Right. I now do not believe we go into the Liverpool game with. Well, ultimately Liverpool beat Leeds. Yeah. And then we win every game. Exactly. It's 3 points. But to be frank with you, I worry that we go into the Liverpool game dropping more points. That's what I worry about.
Okay, safe. So, just before we leave this game, anybody else have a question? Mo, you have a question?
Yeah, no. So for me, I just want to make it aware that obviously, beating City is not for everyone. It's just for Spurs, and we always beat Man City. And now I've adopted Man City as Spurs' side chick. You're welcome.
Oh my God!
It is true though.
Do we have to move on from this game? It's massive.
Man City fans should know every time they face Spurs, that's your bogey team. Like
not every time. Not in the Carabao Cup final when there was a trophy on the line.
Yeah, true.
In the Champions League, there was a trophy on the line.
All right. Oh,
more or less what I meant.
Can I just say,
more than you lose to them.
Remember when Pep went down on his knees and Aguero scored that goal, but was rolled off? That was so beautiful.
But you don't watch us, bro. But you don't watch us. But you don't watch us.
I watch Champions League football. It's my favorite competition.
That's why this morning you were in my inbox wanting me to come on a show, bro. You watch us.
Alan, it's for you, man. Go ahead. Say what you gotta say, bro.
You're all seen all concrete. 1 second. Hold on,
Let Alan say it. Let Alan say it.
Daps, you're all seeing all concrete Man City team turned up at home to Spurs, and our defense, including Royal, Ben Davies, and Sessegnon, said no to you. That's embarrassing. That is embarrassing. You got turned down by that defense.
Love, do you know what's more embarrassing? You took 6 points off the champions, and you still will win nothing in the next 5 years.
Oh, here we go.
Okay,
that's embarrassing.
But that's the thing. We took 6 points off you, and Liverpool are going to win the league. That's what's embarrassing for you.
Come on, Alan.
And I'll tell you why.
You know what? Hold on. Last thing I'll say. Alan.
I'll tell you why.
You know what, Alan? I've supported City for 35 years of my life. Yeah, right. So for us I said this on Hissam's show earlier, I have to remind myself, for us to finish second to Liverpool, for us to go on a run in the Champions League, compared to what I'm used to, it's not embarrassing, bro. I've had a lot of trophies over the last 10 years. Have you?
It will be. Okay, you go back to true thing. You only got your trophies with your money. Let's not get into that debate again. So it's true.
What, Alan, I hope you get better soon, bro.
Love you too, Daz. But
this comment killed me.
No. What I'm saying is that you had 13 points on Liverpool, and they were meant to lose ground on you with all their people away at the African Cup of Nations, and they gained points. And they gained points on you. They were meant to drop points still, and they gained points on you. And now they're going to be 3 points behind you after the Leeds game, and they're going to come to you, and they're just going to slap your bat and take the league title.
And we finished second.
Yeah. Finish second, but that's it. That's embarrassing. Dropping 13.
Do you want like silver medal cookie?
Embarrassing, bro. Sorry, not having that. Finishing second to Liverpool will never be embarrassing. You
know what's mad? Before you go, Mojo, you know what's mad? Yeah, I really something deep down inside me today is telling me to allow this Liverpool prop to happen and just to cook Man City. But then on my other shoulder, I've got a devil telling me I can't let people praise Liverpool this much.
How can you cook Man City when we're still top? We've lost
this is what I'm about to say.
Since October. Come on, since October. Is that worth a cooking? Really?
Yeah, it is.
I'll tell you why it's worth a cooking. Because we were behind you by...
No, you want to get involved, bro.
We were getting involved.
Hey, pipe down your energy. Pipe down your energy.
Like to say, God don't like ugly, so that's why you were muted. That's number one. Number two, the reason why they deserve this cooking is a very simple reason. City were 13 points ahead. 1-3. 13 in literally 1 month ago. And now a month later, if we beat Leeds on Wednesday, we're 3 points behind. We have made a 10-point gap. 10 points we have recovered. Instead of it being 13, it's now 3. So you're telling me that doesn't deserve it?
We said the title race wasn't over. You're acting like it's news, bruv. It's not news.
No. But
we agreed the title race wasn't over, bruv. Like, did you seriously think City were going to go the whole season without like dropping any more points?
It wasn't about what I was thinking. It's about what the others were saying. Delusional.
Was I? Because you're speaking to me now. Was I?
No.
And as for Mo about energy, I never need to calm my energy down ever in my life.
No, you do, man.
I don't. Trust me. I don't.
You allowed Spurs to score 3 past you at your own ground, bro. It's unacceptable behavior, bro. It's not allowed, bro. I'm sorry.
Changed, then I'm a dickhead. Energy should always be the same.
No, bro. I think your club has a lot to answer for. No. Dabs,
when people
your
want to
club.
Me, I went on his Sam's show early. It was mad nice because he was moving a certain way. Man, want to move a certain way. Off air, I told you, yeah. The energy is the same face to face. The energy is the same anywhere in any fucking walk of life.
Same. My energy is the same everywhere.
Yeah. So
I can clearly tell.
Your energy is kind and nice. I'm a nice person.
Yo, can I just say this?
Can I finish what I was saying? Oh man.
One thing, I just need to say this, bro. Look, I understand this is your first loss since October, but you have to understand, people have been waiting. You've kept us waiting for so damn long that we've got shit to say. The thing is, if you'd lost to a Liverpool team, there's not much to say. It'll be like, hey, title charge is on. Guess what? There's going to be a good title race. You lost to Spurs, my friend, and you let them score 3 goals with the 150 million striker you lot refused to pay for doing that on you. It's unacceptable, bro. I don't know what to tell you. It's fucked.
Okay. Just to wrap up, everyone didn't get to say their turn. AK, what were you going to say?
Mine was going to be very, very simple. Apparently, you have to raise your hand to get a chance to speak here today, man. It's mad. Mine is very, very simple. City may have lost the game, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Who are they competing? Listen, I'm going to say what I want to say, Hassan, whether you like it or not. They're competing against Liverpool Football Club. There is nothing to worry about. Liverpool have never, ever, ever won a 2-horse race in their life. So we can sit here and we can talk about blah, 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 blah. But when it comes down to the wire, Liverpool has shown us that they can't cross that line, bro. And City will eventually just bleed this league out easily. I think at the moment, 100%, and I do apologize because I'm one of the people that said there was no race. So I have to be humble myself. There is now a race. You know what I'm saying? There is a race now. But let's still not get ahead of ourselves.
Get it.
Thanks to Tottenham, there's a race.
So what doesn't Daps get?
Doesn't get it.
What don't I get?
The energy is not towards Daps. The energy is towards the other losers in here who have no hope whatsoever. And this is what I'm trying to get across, but Daps, you see, Daps is on a mad one.
Daps, what he's saying is when he's not talking to you, he's talking about us, the ones that have been saying it.
AK, listen to me. The energy is towards the other people in here who said, Hussam, you're delusional, there is no race, including Mr. Hoodie to my right, and Mr. Hoodie to my left over here, obviously hiding their hairline.
What do you mean? I never spoke about your club. I never spoke about your club. I spoke about my club. My club is not in the title race.
Towards them. Never disrespect Liverpool FC. Never disrespect. Now we will be breathing down Man City's neck.
All right. You know what? If we're going to do it this way, you better not lose this title.
Let me just tell
there's receipts now. There's receipts.
That's it.
Let me just tell the people what's happening. You know what's happening? It's always the hopeless that hate on the hopeful. It's always that one guy that's sitting on the corner saying, man, you'll never be shit. And then you eventually
here comes that we started from the bottom story, man. Wallahi, we
yeah, man. How are you talking about started from the bottom stories? How are you saying it?
We don't care, bro.
5 seconds ago.
The truth is,
this is why AK your energy. Your energy is not the same for both
The
clubs.
truth is, Hussam, I'm gonna finish what I was gonna say, Hussam, before you interrupted me. Manchester City
I
bottled
interrupted
it.
now. Okay.
Manchester City bottled it against Tottenham. No excuse
Thank you.
whatsoever. And we're here to make fun. We're here to make fun of them because they did.
You haven't said shit though.
But
We did.
We got a long show, Hussam. I got jabs loaded. Don't worry. But when we talk about a title race, it's a completely different conversation. There is a title race, 100%. But are Liverpool going to win that title? It's a completely different conversation. So
100%.
I don't think Liverpool are going to win it personally. I think they will challenge now. No. That's what I'm saying, Hussam. If you want to listen, Habibi, why are you on such a high today, bro? Calm down.
I'm here for you.
Celebrating.
All people who called me delusional.
Anyways, Liverpool to bottle
While we're talking about Liverpool, can we get into the Liverpool game and how it was the Salah?
I just wanted to say,
before we get into the game, let me just say this. All these people right here, except Daps, all these people right here said you're not in a title race.
I never said that.
And now
When did I say this?
Alan, don't even try denying it. I speak to you on Spaces every day. All of these people over here said there is no title race and you're delusional. And now they have to respect that there is a title race. Like I said, it's always the people with no hope whatsoever that have a go at the hopeless people. Man United, they ain't in no title race. Chelsea, they're the Norwich of this whole conversation. Too good for the top 4 race, not good enough for the Premier League. That's literally it. Arsenal, nowhere near. Spurs, nowhere near. Thank you, Spurs, but nowhere near. But you know, this is what happens. It's always people with hope that get hated on in society. So use this as a lesson, people. Use this as a lesson. Daps has hope. Daps is someone who has top of the league. He has hope. So he didn't shit on someone who has hope. But it's all the hopeless people in here who have no hope. And winning the league.
Cool story.
Aiken's talking about come-up stories. But when Daps said he'd be happy to finish second because he supported City for 30 years, AK was quiet. AK was silent. He didn't say come-up stories then.
Listen, I don't need to.
But anyway, speaking of come-up stories, Luis Diaz, had a rough childhood coming up, and he came up. He made it to Liverpool.
I just want to, Hussam, I just want to do this. Since we always do our predictions, only Hussam got that Man City game right, but the Liverpool game, I got it spot on. By the way, I told everyone Norwich was going to score. So
did I?
What?
I know I did at half time. No. I don't think I did on the stream. But when I saw,
you said a draw.
Yeah, but when Norwich went 1-0 up, and someone in my City group, messaged saying, "I hope they hold on." I go, "You prick for even saying that." 3-1 Liverpool, but that wasn't on the show, so it don't matter.
No, on the show you said 4-0, but
4-0.
I said 3-1, right?
Shit! AK got it perfect also.
Yeah,
my guy. So AK and me both get 3 points on that one. But yeah. What are you guys saying? Continue.
The Liverpool game.
So what do you want to talk about? Liverpool Norwich?
I want to know about the Diaz.
Let's keep this short, bro. You did what you had to do.
Is it the Diaz and Salah show from now on? What is it? Is Mane?
Don't disrespect Mane. Don't disrespect Mane.
What's it going to be going forward?
Please,
is it going to be Jota? What's going to be the front three? Because there's now seems to be a lot of selections. I don't know.
If I speak, I'm in trouble. But listen. From now to the end of the season, we support the boys. Whoever plays, I'm supporting them. I'll leave the transfer shit till the end of the season. But for now, I think with Jota back in the team, the front three are Salah, Mane, and Jota. That's the front three. But with this now, I think with Jota out, I think he's going to be out till the final. He will make the final, though, I think. Firmino, unfortunately, we heard that's a long-term injury. So the other options are Origi and Minamino.
Didn't he come back? Didn't Firmino just come back from an injury not too long ago?
Yeah, and he's injured again. Firmino, unfortunately, we heard yesterday it's a long-term injury for him. But with Jota, I think he's coming back. So look, forward options, we can do whatever, to be honest with you. So if we needed to, Mane, Origi, Diaz, one game, you get me, Salah, Jota, Minamino, whatever. We can deal with it. Forward line options are not the problem. So I think for me personally, all of them have played well this season. Minamino included, who's the Carabao Cup top goal scorer. So everyone's done well this season. And this game, as a game, the Liverpool Norwich game, obviously I think we needed that Norwich goal to wake us up. We were kind of complacent, but after that we wake up. Mo Salah, literally, I've run out of adjectives to describe this guy. Mane and Henderson, I think those are two people who got lots of stick, even from me included. I'm not going to say I didn't. I gave them stick as well, but they performed really well. And Luis Diaz. Listen, Lewis and Norwich, we've seen this movie before. Lewis and Norwich is a very familiar movie to us, guys, but it was another Lewis. And listen, Lewis pulled up again and he did the business, dinked it with his left weak foot. So don't know why Alan's full screen. Thank you for Luis Diaz, by the way, Alan. So you get me. Obviously, Alisson had more assists than Jadon Sancho before the Leeds game, so I think that's mad. But anyway, Mo scored. Alisson another assist. He has an iconic moment for us every year. Big up Luis Diaz as well, scoring his first goal, dinked it with his left foot, obviously. And the Mane goal was an incredible one. If that's Mane on the screen, I believe. Yep, the Mane goal was incredible. And
Sadio Mane is phenomenal, man. I don't care.
Yeah, and Henderson played a role in both first and third goal, so big up to him. Khalas, I don't think there's anything else to say except now this Wednesday game against Leeds, I expect, and everyone should tune in. The problem is that it's the same time as United Atletico. But listen, if you're not a United fan, tune in. Anfield will be electric. It'll be some next level shit. I'll be real with you.
So, Sam, the only question I have to ask is what was your reaction when you went 1-0 down on your stream? Was you like, oh, here we go?
I was angry. I was angry, but I said we're going to come back because...
You know what? I think I'm bad luck, Hassam. You know that, Hassam, because every time you go 1-0 down or every time Liverpool concede a goal, the first thing I do is pull out my phone, go straight into Hassam's stream. 10 minutes later, Salah and Mane are scoring goals, and I'm thinking, why the fuck did I waste my time here, bro?
You know what it is? I said it at halftime, like, you know, because I do halftime shows. The guy came on and he's like, I wouldn't be surprised if this ends in a draw. And I'm like, bro, can you stop? Can you stop? I said, because our performance in the first half was incredible, we created so many chances. Mo created an opportunity. Mo tortured Brandon Williams. Brandon Williams' career ended, yes.
Yeah.
He roasted him. And then he crossed it to Tsimikas. Tsimikas 1 yard away and he skied it. So, listen, the performance was incredible anyway. But we move.
Yeah, I don't think there's much to say about the Liverpool game. Do you guys want to keep it moving on to other games?
We're winning the quadruple. Anyone on that thing?
Bro, it's against Norwich. You should beat them. The fact that they scored, and I predicted that, I was quite impressed. I honestly didn't believe that they were going to score more than one goal anyways. But hey, good job on Liverpool winning the game 3-0.
Listen, they handled their business, man. They handled their business as they should have. No, it wasn't I'll be real with you. It was a bit of a spectacle when they went 1-0 down. It's like a goal turns these not into superheroes, bro. I feel like two teams shouldn't try and score against them until the last 10 minutes of games, because if you score against them early, they seem to find another gear that they don't normally play in, and they absolutely turned it up, bro. Thiago. Oh, I've been a vocal hater of Thiago Alcantara, yeah, but he is a fucking baller.
Yeah, but you know what? When we hate him, we're bantering, innit?
Yeah, and again, when I say hate, I don't mean as in, I know he's a good footballer.
We know he's a baller.
I don't hate him because he's a shit footballer, but it's funny. He's an easy target to attack. I'll be real with you, because Liverpool fans seem to fall for it. But yeah, he is an incredible, like, I'd say one of the top five.
Let me put head.
I could put him alongside some of the
There's
best
something worse than the echo, bro. Your choice of shorts, but we move. Go on, AK.
I was just saying, I wouldn't be surprised if people start pushing him into some arguments, because he is a phenomenal footballer.
I wanted to discuss the Diaz, the arrival of Diaz.
How about we let Alan finish what he was saying first?
Oh, sorry.
Respect Alan, Igal. He's in the hospital here, bro.
I can't.
He beat City twice, and you want to talk over him? Like, what?
He beat City twice. Respect him as a champion. Go on.
I can't talk that loud because I'm on the wall, so I have to talk a bit quiet. But what I was going to say is, Liverpool just handled their game against Norwich as they expected to do. Big team against a small team like Spurs, like against Man City. Big team against a small team. So, simple as really.
What's so funny?
Hey, you know what? The problem is...
I wasn't trying for that one. I wasn't trying for
just a slow dig.
You got it just so salty, AK and Mojo. You realize the salt.
Guys,
I don't know why they're not angry. Everyone's had a good weekend except that.
Everyone should be happy except my guy. Finally,
I'm happy, man.
Ziyech gone.
Moving on, it's gone. Moving on from the final.
Sorry, real quick, Alan, real quick. Just know that your shots, you've got blanks, bro. They just bounce off, brother.
Me and Mojo and AK were dying of laughter.
Daps, just like to let you know. Just like to let you know, Daps, Harry Kane wasn't firing blanks yesterday. He scored 2.
Wait, let's see what trophies they bring you, bro.
Mojo and AK, we need to come off mute, bro. They need to answer for these crimes, bro. Why are we letting Igal get away with this hatred towards Tottenham today out of all days?
Because Igal is salty. Igal will forever be salty. There's nothing you can do.
My team did good.
Come
Yo,
on, man.
do you guys want to chat about my team? Yo, you can't talk about my boys. My guys did good, bro. We went out there, we handled our business. But Kyle Saka, Emil Smith Rowe show. You already know what it is. Oh, Saka and Emil Smith Rowe. Let's do this. You guys can't chat to me.
You got a nice voice there, you know.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can. Let me start this one off. Okay.
I was gonna do Liverpool talk.
Tell me why Arsenal Football Club and this Arsenal fan base have been dragged into a rivalry with flipping Brentford. Like, really, guys? You got Lacazette tweeting like it was a training pitch exercise.
Just Lacazette, bro. ESL tweeting.
Why?
I'm pretty sure
Lacazette had a horrendous game from what Arsenal fans were saying, and this guy had the audacity to tweet. What's going on? Somebody explain this to me. Why?
Okay. What you have to understand is the first game of the season. What you have to understand is the first game of the season, there was an incident that took place where players were missing due to COVID, right? And what happened was Brentford capitalized. They beat us. They beat us, not complaining. They beat us, right? So the players knew going into this game, Brentford were talking a lot of shit after the game. What they did was they mentioned a lot of different things. First thing, the whole Lacazette thing is true. But also Thomas Frank, who AK doesn't also like, said some crazy shit.
Fuck Thomas Frank. He
said going into the game.
Small clubs creating rivalries with each other.
He said going into the game. One second.
Now, mine isn't a rivalry with them. It's just personally with him.
Let me explain to you guys what he said.
I have a buck him on road. I'm gonna slap him, bro.
Let me show you guys what he said. My guy Thomas Frank went out of his way to say it would be a disappointment if we did not beat Arsenal that first game of the season. Literally. He went out of his way.
Was he wrong? Was he wrong? Like,
they beat you though.
I don't know why you're angry at him. I have actual reason to be angry at him.
To be honest, though, can you not see the compliment in what he's saying? Like, he thinks it's such a big deal to beat Arsenal, but Arsenal fans just took it as something entirely different.
Okay, so people weren't happy about that, right? And then going away from Thomas Frank, now the Lacazette thing. Ivan Toney after the game tweeted out like he was Ice Cube or something. Nice kickabout with the boys, right?
You not let him trigger you, bro.
He's so salty about August. We're in February going into March.
It's banter, bro. I like the banter, man. It's funny.
August, you know.
It's a new year ago.
August, guys.
You know what's mad? You know what's mad? I could tell before the Arsenal game, all the Arsenal players in the little WhatsApp group chat, they were like, guys, if we win today, we all load up this tweet, man. You know, so we're all tweeting.
Bro, they did it. They were doing since the first game, this was saved in draft, guys.
Bro, they've
been waiting for this moment.
This is what he tweeted out. This is what Ivan Toney tweeted out. This is what Lacazette tweeted out.
Wow, Lacazette. Wow. You beat Brentford. Everyone, you know, round of applause. Comment section, please spam clapping emojis right now. Comment section. I want to see clapping emojis everywhere. Yay, Lacazette. He responded to Ivan Toney. Oh my God!
Brentford
rattled
you lot, man.
First time ever in the Premier League. Arsenal, 13-time league champions. Yay!
Listen, I'm still waiting to see where AK bucks Thomas Frank. Like, where would that be? Like, I'm still picturing where it's happening.
Alan, what's up?
Hey, Gal, you seem. Hey, Gal, you seem.
Hey, Bav, come here. I've got a thing, you know.
Hey, Gal, you seem very stressed over this whole thing with Brentford. It's been 6 months. Do you want me to see if I can get some of the good stuff for you that I'm on now? Do you want to make you so you can chill and relax? And
God, look, he needs some more Algerian.
All right, we keep it moving. Let's talk about the actual game, okay? So Saka.
Let's talk about the Arsenal Wolves rivalry as well, because the Wolves player said that Arsenal celebrated. So fuck Wolves, innit?
So just to be clear, we've moved on from running City now, yeah? We're gonna talk.
I don't know why that keeps happening. Sorry.
Very weird.
Anyways, Saka, Emil Smith Rowe got Arsenal the win. I was gassed. Everyone in the comment section, if you're an Arsenal fan, put up those red emojis right now. But let's continue. What I was going to say was Saka and Emil Smith Rowe this season have shown that you can do well even if you have little experience. But can they continue it? Hopefully they can. I don't know if they will be able to. Emil Smith Rowe this season has more goals in open play than a lot of players. He does not have any single penalties, and he's 5th in goal scored in the Premier League this season. Saka developing to a high level, and honestly, these guys, nothing but respect.
Okay, Igal, that's all good. Igal, that's all good and all that, but the only reason Smith Rowe played was because Martinelli got sent off. Otherwise, he's been on the bench, so he can't.
And you know what? He's been on the bench. He's been on the bench, and he has more goals than Harry Kane this season.
Okay, which is true, but why is he on the bench? Surely he should be first on the team sheet.
Yes.
You know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you come off the bench or if you start, but if you're doing your damage and you're delivering on the pitch, that's all that matters.
Very true.
Yeah, very true. But you're hyping him up to be the next big thing, and he seems to become second in Arteta's plans.
Hey, he can.
And it's only going to last for a little bit longer.
Fourth, it doesn't matter. Next man up mentality. Everybody's ready.
It's only going to be a matter of time before he doesn't start having an impact on the bench.
Who said discipline? Who said discipline?
I said
discipline thing is a myth. Arsenal do not have a discipline problem. We have a refereeing problem in the Premier League, and they need to be sanctioned.
It's the conspiracy.
Hassan, 1 second. Since the New Year's ago, how many goals have you scored?
What?
Since the beginning of 2022, how many goals have you scored?
If I'm mistaken, we scored 1 against City. We scored how many goals did we score last game? We scored 2 this game. So overall, against Wolves, we scored 1. So we've scored 4 goals total.
Okay, and since the beginning of the new year, how many red cards did you have?
I'm pretty sure we have 3.
Do you not see the problem?
Okay. Do you see? Do you
not see the issue? You got?
1 second. You watched your game today. You seen Scott McTominay foul a player 6 times.
That was tactical fouls. We learned it from.
Okay.
Again, we learned it from Fernandinho. These are called smart fouls.
What you guys do now is.
Why is my camera?
What I'm going to do now is, you guys like to talk about Arsenal and everything. I have the diagram literally to show you guys.
No, he did his homework.
It's an Arsenal channel.
This is the fouls for red card.
I cannot believe it. Wallahi, he did his homework, bro.
This is what you're finding, Dabs.
I love it. I love it, Gal, man. He's shameless as shit.
This is how many fouls per game you commit in comparison to how many red cards you get. Arsenal have committed the least fouls in the Premier League, and we have 8 red cards.
100. Listen to the conspiracy against Arsenal. I'm back.
Wallahi, you think I'm joking? I am not joking. I'm not done. Okay, I'm not done.
The referees don't want Arsenal.
He's not done.
Wait, there's another graph, guys. There's another graph. Wait.
That's not even enough.
No, we need more.
Another graph.
Whole PowerPoint, bro. Get the whole PowerPoint rolling.
Can we see Mojo's graph? Can we see Mojo's graph?
Listen. We want to see them all, Gal. Please show us.
Okay.
I think he has another graph, bro. I'm not saying I have one.
Oh, bro, I literally. You know this account? You know this account? Look at this. Pepe should have got a red card. Should have got a penalty there, right? Mm-hmm. The guy literally tripped him in the box. That's
Here we go. Same old Arsenal.
Right? Jesus. Where's the second one?
The whole world's against you, you know.
Shout out, Rockstar.
Where is it?
Can I just ask?
Okay, this was ruled offside. I understand it was ruled offside because of Xhaka's arm. Okay, I get that. What about this? Lacazette in the box, same thing. We should have got at least 2 penalties.
That's what I'm saying, bro. But listen, if VAR gave you all the decision to deserve, you would have won the Champions League, bro, 100%.
Look. He literally steps fully on the man's legs. You see that?
Egal, please stop looking. No, 1 second. Stop looking at stop looking at fucking freeze frames and actually watch the clip. That one that you just showed. The last one.
I can't show the clip on YouTube. I can't. Then I can't show the clip on YouTube.
Sorry, not
can I just say this?
1 second, Mojo. There is 1 penalty. Egal.
Has to go speak to the referees and tell them we are being unfairly treated at Arsenal Football Club.
Amen.
We have been receiving red cards, yellow cards at a highly substantial rate.
Listen,
I just want to say,
I just won the title back to back if referees just fixed
I just want to say,
100%.
Mojo, Hassam, Alan, Daps, the referees woke up yesterday morning and then they went in their little WhatsApp group as well and they said, guys, how are we gonna fuck Arsenal Football Club over? Because we really give a fuck about them that much.
It happens.
They sat there and they conspired against Arsenal and they made sure Arsenal didn't get anywhere. It's a bunch of nonsense, bro. Your players do stupid things on a football pitch and they get punished.
The whole fan base agrees with me.
Is there a penalty? Egal. Is there a penalty that you should have had?
We should have had fucking 4.
I'm done with it.
AK, move like Mr. Kennedy. Go on.
Okay. Anyways,
Yo, let me say this.
Chelsea.
I just want to ask
AK Nan.
No, we need one more graph, please.
Can I just
I
ask
have another one if you want it. I have 3.
I do. I really do.
No, let me just ask before you do the graph.
AK gave up,
Let me
put
just
himself
ask
on
question.
mute and removed the
Hussam,
camera. Nah, he was
Hussam.
spitting. He was spitting.
No, but Hussam, have you had unfair decisions go against you during games as a Liverpool fan?
Oh, do you not know?
All right.
Oh.
Daps, and has your team had game decisions go against you?
Swings and roundabouts.
Yeah.
That's my view on the league. Swings
So
and
it's probably happened. Cool. AK, I'm pretty sure will say yes. I will be saying yes.
They hate
What we
us.
know collectively, what we know is the Premier League refs are shit and inconsistent. It's not an Arsenal problem, it's a Premier League problem. If you guys want to make it an Arsenal problem, that's your business. But one thing we will definitely agree on this flipping thing is that Arsenal definitely have a discipline problem, bro. Whether you want to admit it or not, it's up to you. But generally speaking, I have watched you in games and you guys like discipline. It is so clear to see.
Mojo, you just said it perfectly. That's exactly where I was going with it. Arsenal Football Club have small discipline issues that ruin games for them. Their players make stupid decisions. Martinelli is pushing someone over when they're taking a throwing and then running 20 yards and pushing someone from behind. Like, bro, what do you think this is? And you know what it is? If you go look back at that Wolves game, if it wasn't Martinelli that got a red, there was 4 other players on that pitch that could have potentially got a red because they were all moving reckless and they all picked up yellow cards in the first half, bro. So Arsenal makes stupid decisions all the time. Now, Igal, where I will agree with you, Igal, if you would have let me finish, you would have heard me get to this part, you should have definitely at least got a penalty this weekend, 100%.
Yeah.
The handball, I 100% agree. I 100% agree that handball was a penalty. The referees didn't give it, and then they gave the same decision to City a day later or however many hours later it was. So I understand where the frustration comes from. But it happens to every single team. It's the inconsistency. Anyway. It's the inconsistency of the Premier League referees, bro.
About
it's got nothing to do with Arsenal being targeted. Thank you.
I want to see a graph though. One more graph, please.
I have 3. I will show you.
I want to see all 3.
I want to see the
I want to see all 3.
No, we want to see the graphs. Let's go.
This is the first one. The blue is the red.
Oh my god!
The red is the foul.
The red car and the blue car had a race.
This is yellow cards to red cards received. We've received the most reds, and the third least yellow cards. What do you call it? We've received the most red cards, the least fouls, almost 200 fouls less than the average of the league, and we still receive the most red cards. It's mad.
I mean, these graphs are helping me to believe
Bro,
you.
you done with the graph?
I believe it.
I didn't interrupt anyone. Just put me full screen for a second. I want to speak to the people. I really want to speak to the people.
Listen to Gundogan.
First of all, guys, one second. First of all, I just want to say big up everyone in the comment section. There's almost 100 people in here. Everyone right now, like and subscribe right now. That's number 1. Number 2, Henry, Bergkamp, Robert Pires, Arsene Wenger, David Seaman, Ashley Cole, Tony Adams did not go through 7 years of battling with Manchester United, winning 3 league titles, making it to Champions League final, for this to happen, for you to start conspiracy dumbass theory. Bro, keep me full screen. I was addressing the people. They did not see he fucked up my train of thought. All I'm saying is all the Arsenal players, historic legends of football, did not go through all that pain for someone to come on here and start throwing conspiracies. Oh my God, there's a conspiracy against Arsenal. You know why there's a conspiracy against Arsenal? I'll tell you, there is a realistic reason. Because the Premier League know if Arsenal qualify for the Champions League, they're going to face Bayern. It's going to be 10-2 again. We're going to be embarrassed. Maybe that's the only reason why they do that. There is no conspiracy against Arsenal whatsoever. Let's not sit here and pretend that there's some sort of conspiracy WhatsApp group where the referees are talking. Hey guys, here's my eye. Oh, hi guys, how can we fuck up Arsenal? Come on, man. What the fuck is wrong with these Arsenal fans posting graphs and shit? Put your calculators down and your shit and come watch football with your eyes.
Okay, can I
listen, Egal, just do you, bro. Egal, just do you, bro. You're doing. This is an Arsenal channel.
I will tell you right
support
now,
the Arsenal.
I will tell you right now,
guys. Saying that to mock you.
I will tell you right now.
Egal, before you go,
enough about the banter.
Before you go,
Egal, one more for a second.
One more thing,
guys.
So you know the panel. We don't do serious, bro.
Egal, stop trying to make
let me just say this.
Because I know if this was United, there'd be no such thing as serious. I'm gonna finish what I'm saying.
Mute everyone, Egal. Mute him.
I'm gonna finish. Listen, word on the road is, and I don't know if it's true, but word on the road is that the Champions League messaged the Premier League, the Premier League referees, and they told them, "Yo, our Instagram ratio is looking bad at the moment, and if Arsenal qualify, we have to follow them. So make sure you fuck them over so they don't get Champions League." And that's what an Arsenal fan actually believes. The fact that you lot are so deluded that you actually think the referees
delusional, man.
The fact that you think the referees are fully conspiring. I heard someone say the head of the Referees Association is the guy that cost Arsenal their unbeaten run, and he's making sure that Arsenal don't succeed. Are you mad? You think he goes to sleep at night thinking of you lot, wakes up in the morning thinking of Arsenal?
Yep, apparently so.
You lot are deluded.
Okay, can I be honest now? Guys,
you can.
Banter aside, statistically, Arsenal this year, their red cards outweigh the average amount of red cards you would get per foul.
Well, what does that tell you?
In comparison to the average in the Premier League for the past two
discipline at the club. Discipline at the club.
So all I'm saying is that's why I brought that up. But if you don't want to listen to that and you want to say everything's down to discipline, I hear you. Yes, we need to stop getting red cards. But this game, we broke
him, make it.
No, sorry, can I just stop? Arsenal won at the weekend.
We broke him.
Pushing for top 4. I don't even know why this shit's just happened. But
I'm
all for a graph. It's
my own fault. Anyways, I'm gonna before we move
on. Graph into this.
We lost, and I have no graphs. We lost, and I have no fucking graphs, bruv. You won, yeah. You're bringing fucking graphs to the fucking stream, bruv.
Bring your graph next time.
Guys,
bring it, bro.
Guys, this is my consistency.
Different graphs,
I am consistently to a fault on the referees, win, lose, or draw. Just know that. I'm on referees, win, lose, or draw. It doesn't matter.
Can you put the graph up again?
That makes me laugh, bro.
1 second.
Can we see the graphs one more time?
No,
I didn't see them.
Listen, joking aside, hold on. Joking aside. Egal, I'm not joking now. This is honest. I promise you. You can kick me off forever if you don't like this. Arsenal fans watching this guy's doing a lot of research for you, man. So.
1 second. I just want to let you guys know this season, Bukayo Saka and Emile Smith-Rowe combined goals and assists this season so far is 24, just between these two players. They've absolutely been killing it for us. And Bukayo Saka has been developed to a ridiculous level. Emile Smith-Rowe is the last academy graduate. Emile Smith-Rowe is the last academy graduate to score 10 goals in a Premier League season since Cesc Fabregas. And altogether in the Premier League this season, I can read out to you the goal scoring list. Obviously, it's full of Liverpool players, and I'm pretty sure my guy has just as many goals as Cristiano Ronaldo this season in Emile Smith-Rowe. So it's mad. I'm actually
how many in the Champions League?
Listen, no doubt. Emile Smith-Rowe and Saka, two incredible talents.
Cristiano missed the sitter today, man.
Both with 9 goals, by the way.
We'll talk about that.
7 goals for Saka.
This is why Messi is my goal.
Okay. 1 second before we get into that. Saka and Smith-Rowe alongside, you know who goes under the radar? All jokes aside, who goes under the radar? Arsenal. And I was saying this in the summer.
Currently, Allen's going under the radar.
Arsenal fans, you are so lucky that you did not get that bomb from Leicester and you went for the guy with actual tech, because Odegaard is so clear.
Odegaard, man.
Odegaard is so clear of Maddison. It's unbelievable, bro. He's one of your best players. He is so underrated. He gives me the vibe of that natural number 10. He's got the passing ability. He's got the vision. He's got, like, all jokes aside, I rate him very, very highly. And him combined with Martinelli, Saka, Smith-Rowe, Kieran Tierney, Gabriel, not going to say Ben White, and whoever else you have a good young core of players. Like, all jokes aside, you have a very, very good young core of players.
Arteta's getting it right, man.
But what's letting you lot down?
100%.
What's letting you lot down? What's letting you lot down, though, Egal? And Hassam is right, you're 6, because the senior players in your squad are just fucking rubbish.
But they'll be going, bro. They'll be going.
The senior players in your squad are rubbish, and they're letting the youngsters down. I'll be real.
You want to know something? I'm going to say this right now. We do not need Lacazette to score 10 goals until the end of the season in order for us to get top 4. We just need a Lacazette to continue to build up play and let the other guys actually be the finishers.
Yeah, I think you're not wrong as well.
Realistically,
but you know what?
If Lacazette continues to miss his chances, yes, it will cost us. But if the other guys continue to step up, we can still get it. Can we get top 4? We're going to continue to talk about it because that's the conversation and discussion for the rest of the video. But right now, let's move on.
Hold tight, Khalid Ali. Hold tight, Khalid Ali. You know what? I haven't actually got any abuse on Twitter, you know. I've been getting who sent that same guy who sent you that crazy DM sent me some crazy shit, sent Sophie the stuff to some about
crazy
who
stuff.
About what?
I've blocked that guy. He's not an Arsenal fan. He's a troll account. Don't ever take abuse.
While we're here, shout out my guy Shrewd as well, man. Big up.
Shout out Shrewd. Yeah. Moving on to Mojo. Mojo, we're talking about your Chelsea boys. Talk to me, bro. You're lucky. First of all, Mojo, you're lucky nobody actually watched that game.
Thank you, Daps. Say that again, Daps.
Stefan Lukaku. I'm not going at Chelsea because I know Chelsea. I don't know if Chelsea fans will even back him. Lukaku broke a record to 7 touches in the whole game, man. What the fuck?
Incredible performance.
I also want to remind you guys, let's get this show on the road. I've been waiting for this Chelsea talk.
We're 1 hour in, Mojo.
Let me give you a little bit of what you need to know about my team. When it comes to my team, guys, I told you I am no longer expecting performances. What I am praying for and what I'm expecting and what I'm hoping my team just delivers to me every game is shithousery. Just win the fucking game at any cost. I don't care how you do it. I don't care when you do it. Just win the fucking games. And honestly speaking, guys, last-minute winners are a thing of beauty when you're at the stadium, guys. I don't know how else to put it to you. I have never picked up so many people from the ground. Like, literally, it was that nuts. But what I will say is this. Our performance...
Say it, AK. I didn't hear it.
Our performance left a lot to be desired, guys. Our performance was shambolic. There were so many aspects of our performance I could criticize, individuals that I could have a go at. Everyone wants to focus on Lukaku for the 7 touches, guys. But I'll be very honest with you. We've had a similar game in the past under Antonio Conte, and we faced Man City at the Etihad. Eden Hazard, our best player, had 13 touches in that game. Now, I know it's 6 more, guys, but our best player that was going to get us a result in that game had 13 touches.
Hazard, that's mad. Now, for Hazard,
our manager at the time, Antonio Conte, said that we must suffer. We must suffer. I didn't know what he meant by we must suffer until I watched that damn game. I can't lie to you. This Palace game, we suffered, bro. It was a horrendous watch. But it is what it is. We got the 3 points, and thank God we did, because everyone around us seems to have gotten results, except for City, which, to be very honest with you, I'm not focused at the top. I am just focused on at least making sure we don't get dragged into a top 4 race. And thank God we are not into a top 4 race just yet. Hopefully, the game in hand, we can win, and we have a little bit of comfort. We have got some good fixtures coming up. I'm not going to say too much. If you guys want to cook my team, cook them, bro. They deserve it after that performance.
Well, you know what? One thing you said is very true. One thing that's true is Chelsea right now have 0 pressure on them.
I think
zero pressure at all. Like, they're just not.
But they have 0 achievement as well in the league.
The thing is, Hassam, in the league,
they're fighting for nothing. Let's be real.
But then maybe in the Champions League.
Let me just read.
No, but they have Champions League secured.
I think it's. Oh, go. Sorry.
Let me read Dominic's super chat. Big up Dominic, my guy. Thank you for the super chat. Our boys are young with a lot of fight. Once the pieces to match that energy of youth, we're gonna be all right. Gunners, come on, my guy. You already know what it is. I just want to say I didn't even know about that Opta stat. Lukaku went. Look at this. This is crazy. Lukaku went 90 minutes with only 7 touches. I did not know that before this.
No, I think, to be honest with you, I'm not going to lie. I believe that one far more than the one that you just said about Hazard. That Hazard only had 13 touches in a game. That's
in that game, bro.
That's very
in a Conte system. That's not even
nice try, yeah, and AK.
Nah, bro. Hazard anyway.
Dabs, I don't know if you remember the game, bro, but he literally played Hazard in a false nine position.
I'm disappointed you mentioned Hakim Ziyech though.
Igal, one second, Igal. You know
Dan
what
James with the best
I think it's absolutely fucking shameful. And I'm very, very happy that Mojo moved to the top of this row because no one should ever wear that Club World Cup badge in the middle of their fucking chest and go out and put a performance like that in against fucking Palace. That was shameful. You lot petitioned to have that badge to go and do that.
Keep crying, bro. Keep crying. We done it, bro.
By the way, just so you know, AK.
Where's your relevance, bro?
Point. We came back from Qatar, Club World Cup champions. Went away to Leicester, gave them 4-0.
And that's what that badge should do. It should give you
and that was Leicester in 4th.
I'm proud of you guys. I am proud of you guys.
But all jokes aside, yeah, all you know what I'm saying, I would love to come here. Listen, Igal, why does your channel hate me so much, bro? Everyone's going at all my takes, everything I say. You lot can hold that and cry more, man.
Listen, as long as that Jack.
Yo, look, people hate me on my own channel. Man said
Igal. He paid money just to say this.
Thank you very much.
They get to go to the psychologist.
No, but listen,
your mother should have loved you more, Nabil. I'll be real.
Listen,
oh my
he's a
God.
Liverpool fan, no, he's a United fan.
Listen, I pulled up Zayn for mentioning them type of vibes.
All right, guys, everyone calm down. All right. Speaking of Chelsea, all jokes aside.
He froze.
He's stuck. God, don't
Hello.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah. All right. Sorry. I froze there for a second.
I've been wondering.
Hassam, you're butchering the lyrics as well, man. Nah, all jokes aside, yeah. I expected Chelsea to come back with a bit more fire, man. And I know Mojo is disappointed with the performance. I think all Chelsea fans will tell you that it was a disappointing performance all around because I did not expect them to come back, especially after coming back as club world champions to come in and play at that level. What I will say is Romelu Lukaku's first shot led to a goal. Chelsea fans started coming in my DMs, started at me on Twitter, screaming and shouting, saying, "This is what he does."
You've made it, bro.
Only for the goal to get disallowed because his fat head was offside, bro. So hold that as well, Chelsea fans, you bunch of dickheads.
Imagine he's got Maguire on his team and he's talking about fat heads.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Hakim Ziyech is a spark of creativity in that Chelsea team. I think what Palace did so wrong is just because he was so far back, close to the halfway line, they were giving him all the space in the world. Like they were thinking there's not much he can do from here because he's so far away from goal. And that you know what ball I'm talking about? That ball that he whips in, which just curls across the face of the goal. It's absolutely phenomenal, bro. Like if only Romelu Lukaku had the brains to know where that ball was gonna go, then he would be eating. Because I see Ziyech do that 4 or 5 times a game at a very, very high level. Christian Pulisic.
When you say if Lukaku had the brains, you're already making a false premise. Like if I was dating Shakira, I would be a model. Like no one cares. Like he don't have the brains, partner. That's the problem.
He deserves this.
And that's why he doesn't score them goals. Christian Pulisic. I've said this numerous times. I don't understand.
Came back with another super chat to diss us. What do you say this time?
No. Listen,
now all I'm saying is she should have loved you more. That's it.
We're good. But listen.
Big up to you. Big up, Nabil. Big up. Thank you.
Christian Pulisic is a soccer player. He's not a footballer. I don't know why we sit here and why people are discussing. I don't know why he's
the LeBron James of soccer.
You know he's the LeBron James of soccer.
He plays center forward for Chelsea.
The Pennsylvania Pele, they called him after the.
They compare him to Messi and Ronaldo.
It like legit, Mojo. I know you're holding your head. The Americans started printing newspapers that said the Pennsylvania Pele, bro. Just because he won the Champions League. He's not a footballer. I think I feel sorry for Chelsea fans. They have to deal with
I'm starting to get Mo's not like all Chelsea fans, is he actually?
No, he's not.
He's not.
Dabs, I hear you. One
more person.
He pays for the crime.
He has to pay for it. Yeah, fully. Everyone has to pay for their club.
By association, it's fine.
One more person. I'll be real. I only watched the second half of the game. So the end bit of the game. So I don't even know if this guy played, and I don't know how he played. Was Mason Mount on that pitch?
Nah, he was injured, bro.
Okay, good. Because I was wondering why there was no Mason Mount slander this whole weekend, and that's because he didn't play. It makes sense.
There.
You know who's someone I really want to slander, AK? I'll be real with you.
Go on, let's say it. Don't say Kai Havertz. Don't say...
Oh, no. I'm not even going to cook
Havertz is not even worth.
No, 1 second.
No, he's going to issue an apology. Go ahead.
I'm not even going to speak about the Chelsea player. One guy that we need to talk about and start having actual conversations about. Yes.
Yeah.
Wilf Zaha. We need to be talking about Wilf Zaha because what the fuck? Wilf Zaha could have literally, and Mojo will tell you right now, he had 2-3 opportunities. Palace could have won 3-1. But speaking of having no brains, you see, the problem is, you know what really pisses me off about certain
He missed 2 1-on-1s, bro.
Yeah, you know what it is? I'll tell you. There's one thing that actually fully pisses me off about certain footballers is when you have potential, but you don't improve yourself. You don't work on yourself. You don't put in that effort. You don't make it to the next level. That's one thing that pisses me off. And I know this is rich coming from someone who didn't even make it at any level of football. I understand. But when it comes to the actual conversations, when you're a footballer, and you're supposed to be the shit, and 3 years later I come back and you're still at your same football club doing the same exact shit, we need to be having conversations. Because let's be honest, if Wilf Zaha actually performed on the football pitch and performed to his level, City would be calling, Liverpool would be calling, United would be calling, Chelsea would be calling, everyone would be interested in him. But his career has literally just gone stale. Like literally, like it got to a level, it then dipped down, and then it just went like this. It literally just went. It's the same. Like Wilf Zaha. You know what Wilf Zaha has done. You know what Wilf Zaha has turned into? Did
he miss 2 chances? That's it.
2 chances. Yeah.
You know what Wilf Zaha has turned into? All jokes aside, Wilf Zaha is the new Yannick Bolasie. That's literally it. I promise you. But I'm not
down to
joking.
an injury though. To
Bro,
be fair to Bolasie, that was an injury that caused that.
I literally want to land because this is important. I watched AFCON. He didn't even start for Ivory Coast. He didn't even start for Ivory Coast. He didn't even start for them, man. I watched the game, bro. It was pivotal against Egypt. The game that Egypt won in penalties. He didn't even start in that game. Wilf Zaha has become the new Yannick Bolasie now.
Well, like, long may it continue for a couple of weeks because we need that.
Oh my God, step over, yay, blah, blah, blah. But in the end, there's no output. There's no delivery. So he's just
you know what it is. He's taking the shine away from the guys.
Fraud watch, I'll be real.
He's taking the shine away from the guys that deserve the light in that team. Eze. What's his
and
name?
Olise.
Them two are
Elise,
fucking phenomenal. Like phenomenal. And if they look up to this guy in any sort of way, they're gonna go down the same road that he's going down.
Yeah.
Where they're gonna end up staying at Palace longer than they should. I hope to God they have people around them smart enough to not tie them down to any long-term contracts because they are 2 footballers that would thrive at big clubs.
The problem is not even staying at Palace, AK. The problem is Zaha's performances.
Can I just say one thing?
I listened to one season.
He's plateaued.
Bro, he's never even had a statistically better season than Ryan Fraser, bro.
But you know what the thing is with Zaha? Like
he should be delivering.
He's always had a chip. He's always had like a chip on his shoulder, innit? Like the fact that big move at Man United never really worked out. The fact that there've been so many failed moves to big clubs. I just think he's never really wanted to stick around the Palace and just prove a point to himself more than anything, which is what I agree with you, Sam. When we were facing them on Saturday, I genuinely, the biggest thing I was looking at was like, as much as I was scared of Zaha, and I'm like, on his day, he can be really good. I was looking at Olise and I was thinking, oh my God, if this kid can perform the way I know he can perform, he's going to be a problem. And at one point, bro, he went past Rudiger like he wasn't even there and had a shot at a goal inside the box. And I was thinking, thank God he missed. Because honestly speaking, during the game, he even created a one-on-one opportunity for flipping Zaha to actually take that shot on the close corner. And I was just thinking, like, flipping out.
But then again, he should have put away the one where he squared up.
He should have done. I absolutely agree. But the main thing I have to say is, Patrick Vieira, I don't know how this message is going to get to you, but you need to stop playing Jordan Ayew, my guy. Stop playing Jordan Ayew and start giving these kids chances, because I am telling you, your talented kids are those players. Eze, Olise, they need to be playing, guys. They are such talented players, and I actually rate them a lot. Patrick Vieira, I thought you gave us a good game, bro. We had 42% position, guys. We could not play our game. Palace.
Is that true? Mojo, is that true?
Palace had more position than us.
Is a former Chelsea academy kid.
Who's that?
He's been at both Chelsea and
Cup winners. You get me?
Okay.
Sorry, where did I go? Can I just say
one second, guys? Sorry,
where did I go?
We're spending a lot of time on some of these games. We've completely lost track of time, but this is good.
We're here to vibes, man. Is anyone going to bed anytime soon? I don't think so.
No,
let's carry on.
We got. Before we go to United, I want to talk about one more game before we go to United. I don't think we're going to cover every game today, but let's talk about Newcastle West Ham. What are we saying, guys? West Ham bottled it, or just
I just want to say, can I just say this? I got the results spot on, guys. I'm just so happy.
What was the score?
That's the game you want to talk about, Igal? You don't want to talk about Wolves Leicester and Rodgers potentially losing his job?
We're going to get into that, but I'm saving United for last. Because I feel like United, there's not really much to talk about besides the epic win.
No, but Wolverhampton, guys, we have to respect them, guys.
Fact.
Well, listen, when it comes to Newcastle, Igal, here's the thing. Right now, West Ham, we said it last show. This is why when me and AK and Mojo and other people, we speak on West Ham, people are like, blah, 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 you're hating. We said it. The problem is with West Ham is they'll go up to a Chelsea, to a City, to a Liverpool, and cause an upset. We understand. But as West Ham, can you beat Newcastle? Can you beat Norwich? Can you beat Leeds? Leeds today got pammed by Manchester, absolutely pammed by Manchester United. They lost at home to an injured Leeds side, 4-2. West Ham is not good enough, and West Ham are not involved in this top 4 race as much as people want to shove them into it. I don't give a fuck whether they're 4th, 5th, 7th, I don't care. They're not involved in this. They're just not good enough. They're not good enough. And they had the worst transfer window in January because they should have signed the striker. And now they left themselves hanging without anything. And they're not going to get the top 4. Listen.
Sam, do you remember when Antonio was the best striker in the league?
Yeah, I do, unfortunately. Listen, I'll say this. I'll just say this to land on this West Ham thing. We've seen this movie 100 times. West Ham, Sheffield United 3 seasons ago, Everton couple of times, Leicester a couple of times. Throughout watching the Premier League, there's always been Newcastle when they finished 5th. There's always been this whole like, this team could double the top 4. This team could do this team could do that. And at the end of the day, when it comes to March, comes to April, comes to May, they start fumbling the bag. They stop scoring the goals. They feel the pressure. They then immediately just start bottling it. Drawing to Newcastle is nothing, no fucking excuses acceptable whatsoever. And no one's going to talk about, obviously, the amazing West Ham midfielder that Man United are going to buy for 198 million.
No, we won't, man. He's not coming to the theatre.
Here's the thing.
He's not coming to the theatre, Hussam.
One sec, okay, he's proper.
I don't care,
proper
bro.
Chelsea.
Proper
He got
Chelsea.
the minerals.
There we go.
He's incredible.
Got the minerals.
Oh my God, have you seen Declan Rice? This is what I'm saying about these overhyped English players. Literally every season there is this one guy that just has a good season and everyone's just wanking over him. And no one's looking at the whole picture. Declan Rice.
What you're saying.
Declan Rice, let me explain to you why. Declan Rice has his good game is a very simple thing. His good game is, bro, people pretend to be AK, welcome to the world of YouTube where people pretend to be you in the comment section. Anyway, it's gonna happen to you when you
made it, bro.
So anyway, on this whole situation,
I bugged out for a second. I was thinking, what?
Continue.
Unless I was speaking and commenting at the same time, that's literally not possible. Igal, do you understand how to use the block button on YouTube, or do you not know? Like, are you just gonna let it run?
No, he just lets them do what they want.
Block that.
As long as they're not spamming, I was gonna let it run.
Nah, don't let it run, bro. Anyway, so what I was saying was with Declan Rice, always his best games is when the back is against the wall, the ball is not with them, and he has to defend. Oh, incredible! But besides that, he ain't really all that. He's Jordan Henderson and James Milner brought into one player. He's just 10 years younger, and there's so much more media hype. The same newspapers that are picking him up now, 3 games into the season, they're gonna go like, Declan Rice, flop of the season. Were United/Chelsea, whoever, right to pay 100 million for Declan Rice? Is Declan Rice going to make Gareth Southgate's price, the squad? Is Declan Rice this? Is Declan Rice that? So I'm not falling for it. I'm saying, Chouameni, I'd rather, okay, let me not go there. Well, you know, there are 100 midfielders I'd rather have than him. I'm done.
The thing is, yeah, it's like everyone's saying he wants to go to Chelsea. Chelsea fans want him. It's like that Chelsea but that don't fucking matter, right? That don't matter. Does Chelsea's
United are getting it?
But the thing is, here's the thing. Can someone tell me, like, what? And firstly, I think Declan Rice is quite good. But can someone tell me what position? And be very clear. Don't just say DM. what role he plays?
He is not a double pivot DM.
You know what? It depends. I'll be real with you. It depends because when he played for England, obviously he was the more of the sweeper. He was more of the stopper that sat behind Calvin Phillips and let him do what he wanted. For West Ham, he still does that job, but there's more priority on him to carry that ball forward as well.
Right,
if that makes sense.
And that's what I was going on. If
his dribbling ability,
he's essentially he could be a box to box.
Right. Therefore, United, you know what? If they do it, I'm all for it. Fine, but that's not what United fucking needs. They need a fucking DM. They need like a Nigel de Jong type vibes. It's just gonna do what apparently Declan did for England. This carry the ball forward, pass the ball. No. Fuck's sake, no. You're going to make the same mistake again. That is not what United need, man. They need... But I hope they do it still. I hope they
Listen,
do it.
the profile
that
of
transfer stinks of Man United.
And Hassam, I agree with you 100%. But we've been sold a dream that things have changed at Old Trafford this year. We've been sold a dream that we'll no longer buy players.
Let me not leak the DMs,
innit?
Amen, King. You're bang on, King, by the way.
Move on to the next game.
Are we doing this, Hassam? Seriously?
Moving on. Will Brendan Rodgers get sacked after AK goes?
Yeah, sooner or later.
AK, you're going to speak a lot about United.
I listen, but I have to speak on Declan Rice because people are linking into my football club.
Declan Rice.
I'm going to make it very quick, Iga.
We would be lucky to have him if he was 60 million, 50 million, not 80 on 100.
Again, he could be 10 million and he still wouldn't pick Arsenal Football Club. But that's besides the point.
Wow.
If Declan Rice, when Declan Rice is available this summer, it obviously does think of a typical United transfer, one of the best English talents there is, whether we like it or not. And United tend to go for them. But we've been told there's a change happening and we no longer go for players based off of their names, and we go players the profile that we need. And he doesn't fit the profile that we need. So I hope, and I said this to Sam before, I hope they've got enough brains to realize that he's not the man for us. And go get yourself an actual number 6, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what we need. We need a stopper. And we also, that's not it, bro. We need a central midfielder now as well, because Lebil is out the door now, man.
Yeah, you probably...
See, the guy's pretending to be Igal.
Look at how real the fake account looks comparison to mine.
Bruv, they're amazing. These guys, it's the speed they do it at as well is astonishing. Ty gets it on Trafford Tunnel. Ty gets it on Trafford Tunnel all the time, right? And it's the speed that when you block them, within like 5 seconds, they're back as someone else. Probably a robot.
Anyways, we're going to move on away from this.
They're sitting in their grandmother's basement with Oreo cookie crumbles on their stomach.
Yeah.
Bun West Ham, Newcastle, Bruno Guimaraes.
They don't even use socks.
1 second. Bruno Guimaraes has signed for Newcastle, leaving Lyon, and he has been on the bench every single game since.
The best Bruno in the league.
It's crazy. It's crazy that he'd rather be on the bench in Newcastle than play for Arsenal.
Are you sure?
We don't talk about Bruno.
No.
We don't talk about Bruno.
Anyways.
Oh, this is the game right here. Rodgers could get sacked, you know.
No, I don't really want to talk about Leicester. I'm just going to talk about Wolves. Wolves have impressed me this season. Wolves have looked like a really good team, and I'm facing them. I'm coming up against them next. I'm a little bit worried about that game. In comparison to the Brentford game, I think this is going to be a lot tougher, and I am worried. But hopefully we do pull through and win. But Wolves,
if Wolves win their 2 games in hand, they'll be 4th, by the way.
Bro, we currently have 3 games in hand. Tottenham have 3 games in hand. Manchester United have 1 game in hand. But when it comes down to it, Wolves to be where they are is impressive. Respect to them.
You know what the thing is as well that you got to remember. So they've started obviously. Jimenez has come back and starting to hit form. You've got to remember Neto, because Wolves have been good defensively. They've been good defensively, right? Now, if you add Jimenez and Neto back in form, because Neto was firing before he got injured.
Yeah,
it surprises me because I thought they were going to go downhill. I'm not going to lie. What they need to do in the summer though is make sure that no one I wouldn't be surprised if Liverpool comes sniffing for. Look, if Neto starts performing again, people are going to sniff for him massively. But the thing is, I don't think they're going to get top 4, but they're going to be, I wouldn't be surprised if they get ahead of West Ham at all and maybe finish 6th, but
okay.
Impressive consider. Yeah.
They don't score goals, that's the problem.
No, they don't. But did you hear what I just said? With Jimenez coming back and with Neto coming back in, they might start increasing the amount of goals they scored. Defensively, they're solid.
The other thing with Wolves... Oh, sorry.
Go on, go for it. Go on, Mojo. Go on.
Just before
just to make a point, like on West Ham, I do think, I don't know about you lot, but I expected them to drop off way earlier in the season. We're 26 games into the league, and they're still in this top 4 conversation while still being and in the FA Cup, while still being in the Europa League, while still actually having the job. I think they put out the 2 Manchester teams in the League Cup, but they're obviously no longer in there. But I think they've done a lot better than I expected them to. But I do think they will drop off eventually, which is what we expected them to do. When it comes to Wolves, and the biggest thing for me is like, I didn't really expect them to be injured so much. And in terms of the players that they had injuries, they've dealt with a lot of injuries. They've obviously changed managers. And the style of play for me has been something that at the beginning looked very conservative, very pragmatic. And it's now starting to look a little bit more like a team that has fundamentals already sorted and the foundations of the team is sorted, but they're starting to actually sort out what they do to teams in terms of the attacking side of the game. And what Dap said is, I think, spot on. Like, the more of their attacking players that they can now get back on the pitch, the more likely that I do think they will improve that scoring side of things. The question is, can they still be defensively solid? Because as far as I understand, they're the second team behind Man City, I believe, in terms of not in terms of clean sheets, sorry, in terms of the least goals conceded
in defense.
They're probably first after this fucking weekend.
So to me, I think that's all very impressive. Like, they're showing good signs. They're doing a good job, obviously, in terms of beating Leicester today. And another result that I got spot on as well, by the way. But yeah, man, I think they're doing a wonderful job so far.
It's good. Just gonna flex.
Hussam, take it away. Rodgers, do you think he's gonna get sacked?
Look, I this is the thing now with Rodgers. I have the Premier League table out in front of me. Leicester are literally only 5 points above Everton, 4 points above Leeds, 3 points above Brentford. This is gonna be a problem. And there's already rumors that. See, I told you, bro. When you make it, you get things with your account. So congratulations, AK, you've made it. Now block him again. So here's the thing: Leicester City are 11th right now. I think with Leicester City, like, I don't know what it is, but there might be a time where they actually fully consider.
At least get my fucking at right, you bum.
Anyway, so. There might be a time where they actually fully, and Igal's putting it up on the screen as well. Igal, what go on for you, bro?
I didn't mean to put it up on the screen. I was trying to block it from here.
Anyway, we move. So what I'm saying is with this Leicester thing, Leicester are in trouble. Leicester are in trouble, and if this continues going into the season, they were supposed to be in and around the area, and they aren't, and this is a problem. When you're 3 points ahead of the whole thing, it's just. Like, it's just mad. Like, how are you 3 points above Brentford as Leicester City? So there's going to be questions asked of Brendan Rodgers. And listen, with Rodgers, like, maybe this is the end of his cycle. He always has, like, 3-year, 2-year cycle. Maybe, he was a former Chelsea manager, like, for the under-21s while Mourinho was there. So maybe he just took that gene from him. But I don't know. With Rodgers, like, he literally could get sacked. So this is bad news for Leicester and bad news for Rodgers as well, because now Leicester City could be dragged into something they don't want to be dragged into, and then the conversations become different.
Hassam, you know what it is? I think he'll get a pass this year. I don't think he'll get sacked personally because of all the injuries. I think he gets a bye. I think he'll still be allowed to go into.
If he ends up at United, that could be the worst thing to happen.
Based on the fact that he has so many injuries, and the Leicester City owners aren't ones to pull the trigger.
Wallahi, if he becomes your manager, wallahi, bro.
And that is exactly why I want him to stay at Leicester until we get a permanent manager, because I promise
they ain't taking me, man.
I promise you now, if he gets sacked at Manchester United, don't have a manager, the next Manchester United manager will be Brendan Rodgers. And that's
this is a Leicester fan saying Rodgers has got a free hit.
That's what I think.
He missed the whole defense this season. Are you serious? You wanted him out last.
That's what I believe.
Right, bro. After you lost against Spurs, you came on my channel and you said your Rodgers out, and now you're saying your Rodgers in. I'm confused.
No, he's just saying he's got a free hit, bro. He's not. I don't think he's necessarily saying his stance has changed.
These one on the panel knows. Okay.
Yeah, he's referring to AK. First time AK has got anything right, but we move.
Okay.
Thank you. I do pay a lot of attention to Leicester. That's my local team.
Since we're coming near the end of the show, we're going to now talk about United. They were one of the last big teams to play this week. And some of your fan base are crazy, comparing Bruno Fernandes's assist to Elanga to friggin' Bergkamp's goal against Leicester.
Bergkamp could never do it like that. Bergkamp could never do it like that. Bergkamp's one was a bit scruffy. The way Bruno Fernandes took the ball around the defender. Let the defender
not Twitter Spaces.
Can I finish? Let the defender touch
the ball. I'm telling you as advice, wallahi, you will get clipped. Wallahi, you will get clipped and they will post it on Twitter and you'll get nasty DMs. That's what I'm saying. But go on.
No, only say what you
I will not be silenced by no clips, bro. I once said Dan James is more on this channel and I got clipped for weeks. I don't care. Anyways, no, listen, all jokes aside, Bergkamp's one, obviously. I don't know if you clocked. Paul Pogba tried the same thing early on in the game and pulled it off as well. I don't know if you lot watched the game. He tried the exact same thing and he pulled it off and it worked perfectly. And then Bruno Fernandes came in. Obviously, it was very, very scruffy. I personally believe if the pitch was not wet, there's no way that trick works. I think the only reason it worked is because the pitch was wet, and you can see the defender's foot got absolutely stuck when he tried to go for that ball, and Bruno was first to react to it. I'm so happy that Elanga scored because them scummy Leeds fans decided to throw coins at him after what's his name scored after Fred's goal. And he had a coin stuck in his hair, and they even had to help him get it out because that's how many coins they threw at him. So I'm happy he got a goal.
In his hair?
He had a coin stuck all like legit. Like after the goal, they spent a good 40 seconds going through his hair and taking out all the coins because that's how many he had stuck in his hair. But
mad.
And then he shushed the crowd as well.
And not just shush. I don't know if you clocked. As soon as the game finished, he went up to that section of fans that were throwing coins at him, and he started kissing the United badge and shushing them and showing them the badge, which I absolutely love. There's two men I want to concentrate on, and you guys won't. Some maybe you don't like it, maybe you will, but I'll still say my piece. Paul Pogba. I don't care what anybody on this planet tells me. You could go get Paul Pogba himself to tell me that I'm lying. But there is not many midfielders on this planet that can do what Paul Pogba does on his day, bro. And again, listen to my words carefully. This is not me saying
on his day.
One second, Hassan, brother, please. This is not me saying. This is not me saying Paul Pogba is consistent all the time. This is not me saying Man United. I'm not making any excuses for him.
Season 7, episode 300.
Let me know when you're done, Hassan.
I'm done. That's all I want to say.
No, it's not. He's the VIP of the group. He can talk when he wants.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring up the picture.
Go ahead. Said you, Daps.
No, all jokes aside, though. When Paul Pogba is on the ball, for a man that's so big and legit, all jokes, for a man that's so big, he makes it look so effortless, man. He can carry that ball so well. And he was brilliant today. Like before he got taken off, when he got taken off, Hassan, I think you saw my reaction in the group chat, Hassan, when he got taken off. I was not happy when he was taken off that pitch. I was fuming.
What about Ronaldo? How do you do?
I'll get to him in a second. I was fuming when he was taken off, but Fred came in and scored that third goal for us. And obviously Elanga finishing it off with the fourth. The second goal for Bruno Fernandes' goal. Sorry, Bruno Fernandes' goal. That pass by Jadon Sancho. That pass by Jadon Sancho was incredible. Jadon Sancho is finally finding his form. He looks like the player that we thought he would be. And obviously he's not done it yet enough for anyone to come and brag about him. No one can come in and say too much about him yet, but I can say he's starting to look like that player that we expected him to look like. And hopefully he can carry on and keep doing it. But there is a few people that I need to cuss out now.
Just before you do that, can I mention you guys conceded a record 2 goals in 70 seconds. In the
Have you got a graph on that, by the way?
Never's happened before. What?
Is there a graph for that?
I actually do have the image on Twitter.
That was so well timed. I can't imagine.
He's joking. Now listen.
Well played, well played.
United. I feel like Manchester United.
Just trying to be like you.
Manchester United players should not be allowed to go in at halftime. In my opinion. In my opinion, Manchester United players should not be allowed to go inside at halftime. It feels like when they sit down, they lose so much energy. They come out in that second half unwilling to play football anymore. So I honestly feel like at halftime they should be made to just carry on running around the pitch, make sure they stay active because it's baffling. How do you go from being second half FC to absolutely capitulating every single second half? What's his name? I mean, I know you. I'm saying it was against us, but my boy Dan James cooked today, bro. I was so fucking.
I knew you'd know that.
Okay, are you normal, bro?
Man man said even against his own team, he don't
that's
care.
mental. We go.
I was sitting there thinking, yo, my stocks are going up in Dan James. The way he stood up Jesse Lingard, who should never ever play football on a pitch ever again, in my opinion, and Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and played that ball beautifully to what's his name? Rafinha.
How are you picking up an opposition player?
Shush, man. For Rafinha to finish it off was absolutely beautiful. So big up Dan James as well. But on the United side, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Now we're talking.
I don't know if I can do this one, lads. I'll be real with you. Listen, Cristiano Ronaldo, for those of you who don't know, in my opinion, is the greatest player to ever touch a football pitch. I don't think there's anything like him on this planet. But what I saw today, I'll be real with you. I had to take a deep breath, bro. I was almost brought to tears to see Cristiano Ronaldo so inefficient. Like, and I'm not even, you could think I'm trolling or joking or trying to make it funny here, but I'm being 100% serious when I say this. It pains me. It actually hurts me to see Cristiano Ronaldo perform the way he performs week in, week out. It's starting to become a problem for us. It's starting to become a problem for our performances. It's starting to become a visible issue. And it pains me to say Ronaldo is a part of the problem, but he's starting to look like he is. But there's one thing that I can forgive him for. And I know when that Champions League song comes in, when he hears that on Wednesday and he goes out there and he puts Atletico in a spliff, I can forgive him. And I just need to make sure I put this out there now.
What would you say when Atletico eliminates?
Ronaldo, one sec, Hassan, please, brother. This is what Ronaldo was brought in for. These moments like Wednesday, moments under the light, and so far in the Champions League, he has provided it. Let's be real. He has provided it so far in the Champions League. And I just hope he can do that one more time and another time and another time, because that's the biggest stage of them all, and that's where I need him to perform. But today, I can't make any excuses for him. And Hassam knows I always make excuses for Ronaldo. He could do whatever he wants. And
how are you not going to big up Fred for his performance?
Fred came in and did what Fred does, man. He was solid. He just did what Fred does. Floated about, got a goal. It is what it is.
I think I'll give this game.
Anyway, are you done with your monologue? You want us to vote for you?
Please, thank you very much. Yeah, so make sure you do go for. Make sure you vote for me. Make sure you go follow this channel as well. Make sure you like, man. How many likes are we on at the moment?
Like the video, man.
How many likes are we on again?
These rude people like the video right now. There's 104 people in
84 likes. All right, listen, we still have about 10 minutes left on the show.
100,
if we don't get to 100 likes, we're not ending the show. All right, Daps, Mojo, Hassam, you lot better, grab some snacks and set up, G. We're not ending the show until we get to 100 likes. So you lot better get to like
100 likes, guys.
Hey guys, man,
everyone like
do me a favor.
AK, are you done now? Can I ask questions? Or
90, keep him coming. 91.
Are you running for
us to end the show, AK?
No, don't like too quickly though. We don't want to end the show just yet.
Wait, you know what? Smash a like for Alan. Smash a like if you want Alan to get better.
Yeah, 100%. Everyone needs to smash.
I mean, wow. Talk about guilt-tripping them.
Yeah.
Now if they don't smash the likes, they're assholes.
One second. I'm just gonna end the poll. And the poll is now done for top 4. The next poll is going to be, is CR7 the problem at United? By the way,
in that poll for top 4.
I wouldn't say he's the problem, man.
34% voted for Manchester United to get top 4 out of 351.
97. Alan, you're going to get well soon, bro.
Know.
So you're telling me?
Wow. On an Arsenal channel as well.
Exactly, AK. On an Arsenal channel.
Now, big up to everyone who's voting. Listen, I actually want to hear your lot's opinion. On
3 likes.
Someone just said, poll the results. I'm going to do a pie graph on the results. Don't worry.
Let's hear it.
Let me just say this. You see with Man United, like, it's just like the second half thing is actually weird now. Like, I genuinely, like, as much as I'm fully trolling them and I will take every advantage to shit on Man United, but like, I actually do not know what to say because it's literally just a strange thing. When I was doing the watch along for the Leeds game, bro, you know what happened to me? I was like, Rodrigo has scored one back. Can Leeds do it? 30 seconds later, I'm like, Rafinha has scored. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, you see this thing, and this is why when United fans talk about the Champions League and shit, problem is in the Champions League, if you concede 2 in 2 minutes, you're done out here. You're fully done. Like, it's different. In the Champions League, the margin for error is so much smaller because this is knockout football. Now, had this been the United team without Cristiano Ronaldo that parks the bus and defends well and tries to hit on the counter-attack, I would have been like, okay, fair enough. Maybe United would make it through. But I think Atletico are eliminating United. I'll be real with you. And I'll tell you why. For actual reasons. And AK, if he's not going to put on his Ronaldo underwear tonight, he will know exactly what I'm saying. When it comes to Atletico Madrid, they form a problem that United hate. And that's low blocks. Because whenever a team low blocks against Manchester United, Man United absolutely hate the shit out of low blocks. If you play expansive against Man United, they love it because they can hit you on the counter-attack. Exactly what they do to Leeds every season. Every season. We already know the Leeds movie. What's going to happen? Oh, Leeds, they could cause United. No, they can't. No, they can't. So when it comes to Atletico Madrid, they park the bus. They play extremely defensive. So for them, for Atletico Madrid, like, I don't think United have what it takes to unlock that Atletico defense. Yeah, so even like the whole Champions League thing, I just don't think it's going to happen based on like styles. Styles make games. So I just like think because Atletico are defensive and are going to park the bus, and they have that bastard gene as well, where like suddenly they can easily waste 60 seconds of time if they want. They'll lay down on the floor, they'll get you sent off, blah blah blah. Yeah. Like I don't think United have the first.
But here's an important piece of information that everyone seems to forget. They can't.
This means you're backing. This means you're backing Man United to beat Atletico.
Oh, 100%. I've said it publicly and I've tweeted out already. It's not news. This is the thing, piece of information that everyone keeps forgetting. They can't park the bus for 90 minutes times 2, bro, because there is no away goals or no fucking.
Atletico can? Are you sure?
Listen to what I'm saying, Hassan. You have to go out there and play football if you want to go.
All they need is a set piece goal. That's
and again, it's not that easy. I can
goal from a corner and
but Hassam, and I could very, very easily tell you, all it takes is one cross into the box and Man United could score. Now Atletico have to open up.
What they did against us?
One sec, and I can tell you, all United need to do is get one goal. Atletico have to come out and attack, and they'll open up, and United will get 3, 4, 5.
Atletico could just wait until half-time, and then they could still score 2 goals as well. What are we saying here?
And this is exactly my point. There's no such thing as a clash of styles. What we have here is one football team who's very, very negative, who wants to sit behind the ball and let you play football. And on the other hand, you have a team that wants you to have the ball so they can hit you on the counter-attack. And I'll be very honest, aren't very good at breaking teams down. But one team has that element of they can pull a goal out of nothing. The other team has an element of they can't do that, bro. And they need to score a goal to go through.
Okay, firstly, I respect, like, the one thing since we've been doing these, I proper respect your opinions. Like, you don't just talk smack on United and whatever. And I was thinking, do you know what? I don't even know how you're backing United like this, right? You hate anyone else giving each other credit. Sam, you're really good with your take as well, by the way, bro. But okay, so.
Thank you, that.
Of course. So when you were just speaking then, I was thinking, what is this guy talking about? Like, you're not, however, you might get it bang on. You might, like Sam calling out Tottenham beating City. But for me, I'm sorry, Man United are not beating Atletico Madrid.
Have you guys watched Atletico this season?
No, they've been so poor, though. Atletico have been so
poor. Have you watched Man United this season? Have you watched Man United?
No. Both teams are clearly not good.
Atletico have the know-how in Europe.
Huh?
Atletico have the know-how in Europe of how to shit house. That's what I'm saying.
That part, I give you that, bro.
How hard was it beating Atletico last season, Mojo? You know it already.
Bro, no, honestly, they're one ugly team to play, guys. Like, they know how to make a game very ugly, very boring, very hard. And the issue for me is, like, because they're going to be sitting deep, Manchester United Football Club will have to break them down. That is an area that we have not seen in Man United that they are actually good at. And Atletico, in my opinion, if they can take advantage of transitions and catch Man United out, which is possible because lack of judgment and lapse of concentration can definitely happen with Man United. It could easily lead to Atletico somehow getting results.
I'm going to end the show, you guys. One more thing, you got. Remember I said this. Manchester United almost always score a goal. I find it hard to believe United is going to go 2 legs and not score a single goal. I find that so hard.
But there's no more away goals.
I find it hard to believe, and exactly, I find it hard to believe that Atletico is going to score more than a goal. Personally, because they're not that team. If you watch them this season,
Bro,
they are not that team,
against your
bro.
defense, man. I'm sorry.
I didn't think today Leeds were gonna score either, and somehow out of nothing they scored 2, bro.
This is the beautiful thing about football. We can all do predictions, but we have no idea what's gonna happen on the day.
Okay,
I have an idea.
One second. Let's respect what Dab said. He said, "Where's the pie chart for that?" So here it is. I made one.
Did you just make this?
What the fuck is going on?
I just made this right now. This is the statistics from today's show and what everyone said for top 4. So you have Manchester United, Arsenal as first and second favorites, Tottenham third favorites, and other with West Ham and everybody else.
You need to change your Twitter. I don't know what's going on. Like you need to be king of the pies or something, man. You're everything, bro. You showed us everything at the show.
Literally,
I'm blown away with these.
Have we hit 100 like it?
Yes,
yeah,
we
easily.
did. And we're gonna be wrapping it up. So as
Also,
we
can you
always
put Jack's thinking comment on the comment thing, please? When he said Inter will be the Scouse.
Yeah, that's
Inter
what
will be the Scouse.
I've been waiting for it.
Just put,
you know what? I
put
last
the
Jack
thinking
just send him with someone else.
Hi,
He's
Jack.
done with AK,
Hi,
done
Jack.
with me.
I just want to tell you one thing, Jack. Clearly, you don't watch what's going on in European football because Arsenal is not involved. So let me just tell you this. Inter today lost at home to Sassuolo 2-0. You know who scored? Raspadori and Kamaka scored for Sassuolo. If you're thinking that Lautaro Martinez and his mascara ass are going to pull up to Anfield and try to do something against us, then you are mistaken. Let me explain something to you, Jack. We are European royalty. We beat Inter 2-0 at San Siro. Khalas, game over. There is no hope for comeback. So this is what happens in the Champions League. So please, know your levels. I get it. Like you're an Arsenal fan. Henry sold you a dream 16 years ago in the Champions League final. But for me, like we actually score in the final, we actually win. So it's a different conversation. But anyway, thank you, Jack. Thank you.
I don't understand why Arsenal fans are allowed to have a say when we're talking about Champions League. I don't even know why we're doing this on the Arsenal channel, bro.
I better shut the fuck up as well. To be fair.
Okay, so we're gonna wrap this up.
Dabs, you're at least in the competition, bro. You're allowed to be here, bro.
Listen. We can chat about whatever competition we want to chat about. Doesn't matter if you're an Arsenal fan,
not on this channel,
if you're a Leeds fan, if you're a Plymouth Argyle fan.
You know what, Jack? Actually, Jack. You know what, Jack? Thank you for watching every show and thank you for commenting. Thank you for probably liked it. So hold tight, Jack. You know, we need people like Jack.
Big up baby size as well, man.
There you go.
And we need the graph. We need the graph.
Big up my guy. Big up Saeed, man. I need to
big up everybody. Yo, guys, the Premier League prediction show will no longer be called the Premier League prediction show. It will also be called Views of the Six, and we're gonna keep that name for every show.
Vibes, not views.
Why did I say views? Vibes. My bad.
It's your favorite album.
I'm tripping off Jake's album. But yeah, you already know what it is, guys, and let's end it the right way. Hussam, you love my comment. Go ahead.
Look at
See you guys next week, man. See you guys next week.
He's getting better, you know.
Oi.
Hey.
What? Okay. Oh, I can't tell if it's the same one or if it's a new one.
I'm going to be here for 20 minutes, bro. He's probably going to argue another couple.